Welcome to my friend's system, his labor of love, frustration, joy, and consternation. This is probably one of the best systems I've ever heard, now that we've fully dialed it in, found that right point of synergy to make it all work. You'll notice that the mighty PMC MB2se's are here. They are a studio monitor, but this is the home version of that, and they are mighty difficult to drive. And what pushes music through all of this stuff to get into there? Well, let's get into some of these components. Let's start with, I guess, sources. We'll start with sources. For his streaming and playing ripped files, he's using an EverSolo DMP-A8 Master Edition with a linear supply upgrade inside. For sources as well, he used to use quite a lot for his CDs and SACDs. He was using this is the Oppo UDP-205. And he realized that he was working it so hard, he was concerned that he was going to wear it out, so he decided to get, and this is a very recent acquisition for him, the Onix XST20. It is a SACD player. It is feeding I2S directly up to the Wandla DAC. I'll get back to that in a second. And of course, the EverSolo is playing USB, and it sends this USB down to the Denafrips Gaia DDC. And the Gaia then sends AES EBU up to the Wandla again. This is the Wandla from Ferrum with the optional Hypsos power supply. It's also got the Golden Sound Edition firmware update, and we have both tube mode and spatial mode turned on, which made quite a significant difference in terms of the icing on the cake. So that's sources and digital DAC duties. For the preamp, he has a Naim NAC282. We just delivered this. I brought it up to see him a couple days ago, and yesterday we spent a bunch of time testing a bunch of different options. You may have noticed in my earlier videos that I was building for him a power supply called the MadCap Plus, is what we decided to call it, with all of its connections. It provides power to the 282, 5 independent supplies. It also has a couple of audio buffers in there to improve the circuit even further in terms of impedance matching between the various components. For the power amp, you may have seen in one of my earlier videos, the NCC300 dual mono from Avondale. This is something I've constructed for him as well. It's in Voyager mode, which means it has a separate power supply for the preamp section. So feel free to take a look at that video. You'll also notice there's a ModWright bridge, an analog bridge here, which we were playing with yesterday, and some tubes that we were probably going to roll eventually, sitting on top. The ModWright has both 6922 and 6SN7 tubes in it, so you can choose what you want. And then finally, I think the only thing, actually 2 pieces I've missed yet. For his headphone listening, occasionally, he doesn't listen to headphones a lot, is the Schiit Lyr, which is a tube headphone amp. And then powering everything except for the power amp is the PS Audio Power Plant P5. So there you go, boys and girls. A system which, in my opinion, close all the doors here, sounds just as good as any system I've ever heard. I don't care whether it was $1,000, $10,000, $250,000, this system easily matched any of those. In terms of the actual value of this, pretty much everything except for a couple of components were purchased used, and even the new stuff was usually deeply discounted. So he spent about $30,000 US on this entire system. If he had bought it all new, probably closer to $60,000. But like I say, I have heard $250,000 systems which were astonishing, and this was just as mind-bogglingly good. Hope you enjoyed the tour. If you enjoyed my videos, you know the drill. Like and subscribe, and I'll be talking to you in the near future. Bye-bye.